Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over the best note-taking software I have found for my computers to date, and I'm going to be showing you how you can use it in the most effective way possible. But you guys also know I always try to keep it real, so I'm going to give you my honest review about both the pros and cons of using Scrintal, which is the name of the software today, and what you can do as a student, as a professional, or if you're someone who works in a team. So let's get into the video. As you guys know, I would never steer you wrong, whether I'm giving you my Google Doc templates for free, my Notion templates for free, or I'm telling you how you can take notes on both your tablets, whether it's Samsung or iPad. I'm always trying to make sure you guys know what's going on in the note-taking universe, and Scrintal is one of those things that I stumbled upon, and when they asked if I wanted to work with them, I said, why not? So today I'm going to be showing you my honest review, and then as a bonus treat just for opening this video, you can use code Kayla10 at checkout or the link in the description to get 10% off. Scrintal is really a game changer when it comes to brain dumping, mind mapping, or outlining any ideas you have in a creative space that visually allows you to make connecting ideas. My favorite thing about Scrintal is that it has a user-friendly design. It's not something that has a million buttons or keys you need to learn. It doesn't have all of these different windows and tabs or anything like that. When you open up Scrintal, you open up to your desk. Your desk is essentially where all of your boards, but also any key things you're working on are for you to use. So imagine you're a student and you're in college and you just want to open up to your econ textbooks. You can save a board that's for economics right on your dashboard so that when you open up Scrintal, you can click right into it and start taking notes. You can also drop some of the notes that you're currently focusing on. So if you were writing a really good brainstorm, but you needed to take a break, you can leave that brainstorm on your main desk and come back to it later. Then on the left-hand side of everything, you have all of your boards, your recent history, and then you also have a learning center and resources that Scrintal gives you to make sure that you use Scrintal to its maximum purpose. I really like Scrintal because when you're actually taking notes, there's really 5 buttons you need to use. The create a board button, the create a note button, and then undo, redo, and drag. That's all you need to use for this software. And then on top of that, they even have a search feature which allows you to search through everything and make sure that you're finding, your notes when you need it. So maybe you don't remember what exactly it is you wrote or what exact notebook it is. Maybe you have tons and tons of brainstorming notebooks and you're just trying to find that one idea that you had. Scrintal allows you to search through your notes and find all of the notes containing a keyword or phrase so that you can just bring it up and start working where you left off. That's something I haven't seen in any other note-taking app to date, and it's perfect for my users who love to use computers to just write a quick note, whether they're in class or they're just listening to somebody as a lecture or on a YouTube video, and they just want to be typing away. Now, for all of my feature junkies, I get it. There's no amount of talking I can do that can possibly sell you. So I decided to take a portion of this video to actually show you some of the features that I love before we hop into the pros and cons. One of my favorite features about Scrintal is that it uses an infinite canvas design, which means that you can add an unlimited amount of notes, boards, cards, whatever you want to call it, whether it's videos, pictures, or links, you can add an infinite amount in one single board. This actually has a cognitive effect, and you guys know I love effective study techniques, and so being able to actually have your brain create these connections in a way that's easy to create is something unrivaled in a software. That's one of my favorite things about Scrintal, and it's just so easy to do. You just keep creating cards and links. Scrintal never tells you to stop, and so when you're revising or studying or just creating notes, you can have every single note for a single class, lecture, or idea on one simple canvas. And if you are worried about getting overwhelmed by the mass amount of cards, Scrintal allows you to tag each of your cards in your notes so that you can find them later. You can create labels based off of themes or topics, and then you can search using their UI or simply navigate based off those tags within the software. Another important feature to mention is that all of your cards are permanent and reusable. That means that if you create a card within one board, you can search for it later and then pull it into another board. Scrintal will even remember the way that you've organized and linked certain concepts that have that same card name, tag, or label, and then connect it in that new board for you. So that when you're creating notes, you're not only creating them for a one-off purpose, you're actually able to reuse these cards within boards, create new connections, and save yourself time from having to rewrite the same notes over again. Not to mention, Scrintal allows you to create links that actually display what you're linking to. All of their cards are open, which means that you can see the content within your board without having to click on them. And then not only are you able to create these beautifully aesthetic boards, which I know you guys love aesthetics, you're able to create an aesthetic board that works for you. So if I haven't sold you enough on what you can do with this and what you can do with Scrintal, I don't know, but let's go into the pros and cons. So today I'm going to be going over all of the pros and cons of some of the main features that Scrintal does, and then I'm going to be telling you how you can use it, whether you're a professional or a creative like I am. So as I mentioned, one of their key features is their mind mapping feature. Scrintal allows you to brain dump, which essentially means you're just putting ideas on a piece of paper. You simply just click on the board, it creates a new note, and you can type anything you want. You can go in, edit it later. It's nothing that has to be too finicky. It also allows you to link to videos, link to images, and just literally put anything you possibly needed for retrieval on that board. That mind mapping feature is something I haven't seen, so that's a pro that I would give to Scrintal, putting it above any other note-taking app. It's on your computer, so it's easy for you to just open your laptop straight to Scrintal and get typing, but it also allows you to create connections. As you know, if you've watched any of my studying videos, connections are key to having strong long-term memories. So if you're still a student and you're trying to revise or studying, being able to write one note about one unit and connect it to unit 2 in some way, shape, or form can help you build those connections without having to use the brain power of remembering exactly what needs to be on each note. I give Scrintal that on their note-taking capabilities and their mind dumping and mind mapping capability. Another pro of Scrintal is just their organization and their advanced search features. As I mentioned, you're able to search within a plethora of notes just to find the one you were working on. But did I also tell you that Scrintal will automatically organize your notes based off connections that you've already made? So you can not only tag your notes to find them later, you can tag them to organize them and categorize them, but then you can also have Scrintal auto-organize your board. I just thought that was something so cool and nothing I've ever seen before. And that's really important if you're using a limitless or infinite canvas feature like this. You want to be able to collect all of those notes on that really big canvas into one centralized theme, and Scrintal will do that for you. Not to mention, for my professionals who are working with the team, Scrintal allows for seamless categorization. You can share everything from a little note to a board to your entire desk to work on something with other people. I find that so easy to use, but also something that, again, isn't anywhere else in terms of collaboration, because it's real-time live collaboration on notes. So if you're working as a team and you guys all need to brainstorm together, or maybe you're just trying to figure out who's doing what, it allows you to create workflows, processes, and also just simple ideas together. I'm a corporate operational intern, so my whole programming is just figuring out how do I make seamless operations so that things go according to plan. And Scrintal allowed me to create workflows and connect stage 1 to stage 2 to stage 3 in such a seamless manner, and I didn't have to do any advanced coding or drag and drop or any type of extra clicks. It really was simple as clicking a little purple dot, clicking another square that I wanted to connect it to, and then it was connected. I mean, it doesn't get simpler than that. Now, I will say, in terms of collaboration, organization, and just easy to use, Scrintal wins. But some of the pitfalls I've seen with Scrintal are, if you're someone who likes to connect to Google Drive or any other integrations, currently Scrintal does not allow you to integrate with other apps. But in terms of making up for that lack of integration, Scrintal has made sure that you can embed or add anything you possibly needed within the Scrintal app. So let's say you needed to link to a Google Drive or you needed to link to a Google Doc. doc. Scrintal allows you to embed links directly within your board or create a series of quick links that allow you to go in, make sure that you're getting everything done, and also outsource to those extra integrations. Another pitfall that some people will say about Scrintal, what is another pitfall? Another pitfall that people will say about Scrintal is that you're not able to directly add checkboxes within your board. So if you're someone who's using this for productivity purposes, that may sound like the end of the world, but I promise you, Scrintal makes up for that. Scrintal has its own task database that allows you to sort through all of your boards for outstanding tasks. So you're able to find that task that you put within a note in a board, within a board, within a note, within a board, somewhere within the long canvas of things you've probably created, all in one simple feature. And then within notes and within boards, you're able to add checkboxes and add tasks, which show up in this convenient task database. So I will say, as someone who's a productivity lover, I mean, I'm the Notion queen. Not having a checkbox caught me off guard, but then I like their task feature because I'm able to sort through all of my tasks at one time, and you're still able to sort through different tags, different boards, see where they're coming from, so you can still lock in and zone on, one task at a time. So it's a trade-off on things like that, but I still will say it's something unique to Scrintal. I haven't seen a unique task outlined in such a long time, and Scrintal offers that for you. You guys know I will never try to lead you wrong, so what is my verdict? Do I recommend Scrintal? Do I think you should use it? Do I think you should become a Scrintal premium user? Well, I think Scrintal is still in development. It's an app where people are continuously adding things and trying to make sense of it all. And I think that as an app right now, as it stands, it's perfect for collaboration, it's perfect for organization, it's perfect for students, it's perfect for professionals, and it's perfect for content creators. So if you're looking for a place to brainstorm your future, outline some programs, work with your friends on tasks, or just take really good detailed notes as quickly and as efficiently as possible, I think Scrintal gets the job done. And then they're integrating AI, and you're able to search through your notes, and you're just able to use so much with Scrintal and actually use the software to its fullest. So I think it's totally useful if you do upgrade to the personal plan or the personal pro plan, which is $5 a month, which I will say they totally had students in mind when making that price, because $5 a month is a total steal. And then with my coupon, you're able to get 10% off. So if you use that link in the description or code Kayla10, you're able to get 10% off that $5, making it even more affordable. You're able to just test it out, try this new note-taking software for $4.50, which is literally the price of coffee, especially if you live in New York. It's the price of a very cheap coffee in New York. So that's about does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I love Scrintal, and I haven't really given my computer lovers that much to use. I mean, yes, my computer lovers can use Notion and my Google Doc templates, but as for software, I haven't been promoting anything new. So if you're someone who loves to take notes on their computer, you're not someone who's writing on an iPad, which I get. Writing on an iPad does feel weird unless you buy all of these extra pens and papers, or you're not someone who's a fan of notebooks, or maybe you're just looking for something new. You're someone like me who loves new software, loves being able to use something for a little bit of time before they hop on something else. Scrintal is perfect for that. So I would like to say thank you so much for Scrintal for working with me. It's been a pleasure, and make sure you use that coupon or the link in the description. It's active for the next 4 weeks after this video is posted. So that about does it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. If you're looking for more note-taking advice and tips, I have a whole playlist. Actually, I have several playlists on that. If you're looking for free Google Doc templates, I have them in the description. And if you have any questions, maybe you want to know my advice on some features, or you have questions about the software, you can leave those down below as well. But I'm not going to make this video any longer than it already is. I will see you guys on Wednesday for those of you watching live. If not, there's tons of videos on my channel. You will see me again soon. So, bye everyone.